Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. You may be wondering why I'm wearing this headdress. Uh, Partially because I want to stand out in YouTube land. And then the other reason is because at the moment, so I'm going to give free astrology and tarot readings to the collective and to each sign. If you're interested in my work and what I do, please see my website at SheilaHernandez.com. And sorry if you've been following me, I haven't uploaded a video in about a week because I moved to Mexico. I have teachers here. I've been studying Mexican shamanism for 23 years. And I have teachers here and I have clients here, so it's just better for me. I'm in the Yucatan. So the astrology is crazy right now, and I've been seeing clients, and I wanted to, I just wanted to share because it's such an interesting time. The moon, the sun, Venus, Neptune, Chiron are all in the 11th house. And the sun, Neptune, the moon, and Venus are all in Pisces. So as someone who teaches people to lucid dream, and you'll see, you see the rockets, like me with the rockets on my picture. That's because in lucid dreaming, we shoot out of our bodies. And that's really what I feel like is part of my mission, is to teach people how to do that, how to shoot out of your bodies from your heart center. So using your heart center. Of course, you have to use your third eye too to help you dream. Because you do it in sort of a dreamlike state. So it's a wonderful time to start lucid dreaming and to start a lucid dreaming practice. And there are free breathwork videos in the podcast section of my website, and I put my website in the description box below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support, and I'm really into Pluto. I'm starting to think that I'm an evolutionary astrologer, since I'm always thinking and talking about Pluto and myself in my own chart and also with my clients. And Pluto is in the 9th house, so that's like seeking and exploration. And I think this can be a really good or bad time for people, depending on, it's a deep dive, and it's about our own transformation. So I think depending on how used to you are at transforming and surrendering to that transformational energy, it really is a surrender. It is divine feminine energy. And we're going to be in the Toltec system. We're going to be here for a while. I mean, and Pluto moves slowly. So, it's like I said, and the lucid dreaming is there. It is related to that, since lucid dreaming is so much about from the Toltec lineage and what we do. And I've been so part of why I'm wearing this is because I've been really studying Egypt lately and their dreaming practices and conscious dying, which is another way of saying astral projection, and like having your astral form leave your body, like like Doctor Strange, that movie Doctor Strange. So let's get into, that was my quick astrological reading. Neptune in Pisces, Venus in Pisces, the sun in Pisces, the moon in Pisces. And Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune rules dreams. So a really easy thing to do to help you begin to lucid dream is to breathe deeply before sleep or when you wake up. Maybe not so deep that you wake up, but deep enough to where your lungs have expanded, because part of it is about how deeply you're breathing in sleep, from my experience. So here we go. We're going to pull the cards. We're going to start with I'll do a collective reading, and then I'll do the individual signs. How about that? Okay, so for the collective, we have, all right, the Nine of Swords, Temperance, Page of Cups. As our challenge, we have the Moon. We have the Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the King of Wands, Star, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that we are sort of in a place of a little bit of anxiety, and might be keeping us up at night. What's on our minds is like an emotional offering, an emotional message, some emotion being offered to us, maybe just like some sympathy, some support. What we have supporting us is temperance. So it's that balance, that alchemical balance of our heart, being able to take something that maybe that it doesn't feel so good, and turn it into something else. Alchemy is taking one thing, turning it into another thing. And that is the genius of our hearts, you know. In Spanish, it's called agua quemada. So it's like, because it creates the blood, you know, the heart pumps through the blood. And blood is water, but it's also fire, because it keeps us alive. So what we have supporting us is this element of ourselves, that we can transcend things, and we can be patient, and we can kind of maintain the balance and keep the balance within ourselves. Our challenge is the moon. So I think that, you know, we're in a time of Pisces, like so many signs in Pisces, that in the 11th house, which has to do with like other people and the edge of ourselves and community. I think that we just don't know where we're going and what's happening, and that can be challenging. In our recent past, we have the Queen of Cups. So that's like, think that we know what we want. You know, we have our eyes on a prize. We want love. We want that fulfillment. Yeah, I knew that this reading should be really focused on the heart, because that's what I've been working on with my clients, is coming into our heart space in different ways. Why I like shamanism and have been studying it so long is because it's ancient technologies of how to use your heart center and come out of the mind dominance, and the dominance of the right side of the body, and using our left side. So, you know, we do a lot of motions and activities starting with the left. So trying to create more of a balance with the left side, which is considered the feminine side. What we have in our immediate future is the Four of Pentacles. So I think it's important for us to remain generous and not to hang on too tight, even though what we have is valuable. In our inner world is community and celebration. I think that we want to celebrate. In our environment, we have the King of Wands. So that's passion. You know, I think that passion and conviction and power, I think that that's sort of what we want in our environment. And in our hopes and fears, which is amazing, we have the Star card, which is the Aquarian card in the 11th house. And we have all these energies in the 11th house. So that's a new beginning. And I think that we're all embarking kind of on this new beginning. And then we have the Two of Pentacles as our final outcome. And that's sort of juggling, trying to decide. So there might be some kind of indecision coming up. But remember that indecision comes from staying in a mental space, which is where we are now. We're in a mental space. With that, like, sort of staying up late. With anxiety is a mental space. So try to do things where you come out of that mental space. I think that'll be helpful. Okay, that's for the collective. And so now we'll come into Capricorn. I like to begin with Capricorn because I just use the Gregorian model. So Capricorn, let's see, I gotta look at my little iPad. Where are you, Capricorn? Saturn. Where's Saturn? Okay, Saturn is in the 10th house. So I think that that's the house of reputation. So Capricorns, you're probably feeling quite a reputation is important to Capricorn. You're probably feeling quite a push to stand out in your career, thinking a lot about your career, thinking about success. Maybe there are some obstacles in order for you to stand out in your career, and so you're sort of in this place. Saturn moves very slowly. It can create obstacles, and it requires a lot of discipline. So my astrological advice is just to remain disciplined and keep working. And you guys are good workers, and the success that you want will come to you. Okay, so the reading for you guys is, so you're embarking on a new journey. There has been an ending here in your life. You have some anxiety on your mind. For your challenge is like that 10 of Pentacles. So that's like money, family, children, dogs, cats. I think that that's what you want really badly, and maybe you're feeling like you're never going to get it. Yeah, another 10 of Swords, so something is over. What you have in front of you is the Four of Cups. So like a feeling of dissatisfaction, like you have some things, but you don't have everything. In your internal world, you have the King of Swords. So good, that's a powerful card. I think that you're mentally focused. You know what you want, you've decided. You're discriminating. In your environment, you have the Queen of Wands. So that's passion, creativity, sensuality, power in the dream world and in the underworld. That's the Six of Pentacles. So in your hopes and fears, I think hopes and fears is generosity, giving and receiving. Maybe you're worried you're going to have to ask for help. And for your final outcome, you have the Seven of Cups. So that's imagination. And having a lot of kind of being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options. So whatever you're embarking on, I think that, I think you know what you have to do. You have that King of Swords there. And that sort of dissatisfaction, only you can really satisfy yourself, only you. And I think that you have to look at Capricorn, and this is coming from my guides. I think that you have to think about your expectations of yourself and of other people. And then maybe you can have everything that you want. So thanks, Capricorn. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And moving right along, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you have, let's see, things probably a little bit better for you now. You were having a very difficult time with that Uranus-Saturn square. Let's see, where are you? Where is Uranus? Oh, yeah, Uranus in the 12th. Ugh. Ouch, that might be a little bit painful. So Uranus is your ruling planet, and it is chaotic. It brings the lightning storm, also very futuristic. And in the 12th house is surrender. the 12th house is surrendering like Akashic records, old things from your past lives. So I think you're really just gonna have to surrender and not try to like not get mad, don't allow yourself to have any explosions of anger. Okay, Aquarius, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Since I know you'll be okay. I love the Aquarians. So 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, that's happiness, by yourself. You have the Emperor, the divine masculine and stability. The 9 of Pentacles, you're on a slow-moving journey. Yeah, your challenge is the 4 of Pentacles. So you're hanging on too tight to something. And this is coming from my guides, but I think that you're hanging on too tight to an idea about something. I don't know what that is. That's entirely up to you, but yeah, I think you need to kind of like let go a little bit. Maybe you're feeling that Uranus, that anger, coming out, and maybe that is making you feel like that you have to really control yourself. But that's your challenge. I think you're being too controlling, or too controlled within yourself. In your past, you have some waiting. You were waiting. You have the King of Swords. So that's in your. You have to do. I think that you're figuring out exactly what you have to do. You're deciding. You have the Queen of Wands. So I think that inside you have a lot of passion happening. And there's something inside of you that wants to come out. In your environment, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So I think you're finding happiness and peace by yourself. So you're okay, which is nice because you just went through a lot. And you're probably retreating, 12th house is like things that are really old from the past. Your hopes and fears is the 6 of Swords. So yeah, you're leaving something that's finished, and you're hoping that it's finished, perhaps. But that card is like you're leaving something because it's done and it's appropriate. It's time for you to leave. And for your final outcome is happiness, and like that kind of happiness that's like childhood happiness, memories. Yeah, so there might be some memories there too for you, like nostalgia. Okay, I hope that helps, Aquarius. You do have that Emperor energy, so just focus on that, on your power and your stability. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Okay, so next we have Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. And so much energy in your sign. Venus, Neptune, your home sign. We're totally in a Pisces moment. The moon, it's like the moon, the sun. Happy new moon, everyone. Pisces, I'd really recommend you to begin focusing on your dreams and a lucid dreaming practice. You're in a good position for it. Okay, wow, you have some great cards here for your birthday. So you have the Hangman, 2 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords. So that's discrimination. She has her hand out, like she's still receiving, but she knows, she's decided, she knows what she wants. Her internal world is this, or what you have supporting you is the Star, is a new beginning, and a new project, some new beginning is supporting you, and you are going on a journey with the Two of Wands. That's what's on your mind. It's beginning this new journey. Your challenge is the Lovers. So it could be a lover, like, a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, or it could be just the twin, like the other, seeing the other in the other, emlakesh, like seeing yourself in another person, that twin energy. In your recent past, you had maybe some sleepless nights, thinking, too much thinking, some anxiety. In your immediate future, you have the 10 of Cups. So that's like ultimate happiness, rainbows, children, family, partnership. For your internal world, you have the Hangman. So that's kind of stagnation, waiting. In your environment, you have the Two of Swords. So trying to make a decision and not being able to really decide. And for your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Pentacles. So that's a new beginning, a very new beginning of something. And it could have to do with work, or something with the earth, something in the material realm. And then for your final outcome, you have the the Six of Wands. So that's victory, victory and movement. So Pisces, I think this is a great reading for you. With that Lovers card in the challenge position, I think that you just have to use your compassion for that twin that you're looking at or that you're wanting. And if you don't see anyone there, that you feel like is a mirror for you, try to find that twin in your soul. The Lovers isn't just with another person. It can be, the ego with the soul, the duality within ourselves, that the right and left within ourselves. So yeah, just that empathy and compassion that you have is part of your personality, your energetic signature. Use that for yourself in this twin energy that is challenging. Okay, thanks Pisces. Happy birthday. And we'll move on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're moving on to Aries. Aries, you have a birthday coming up. Aries, I think a lot is happening for you because of all this Mars energy, and people are landing on Mars, on your planet. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Mars is in the first house. So the self. This is considered very auspicious, Aries. Mars in the first. People in ancient times, people who were born with Mars in the first were considered to be like blessed people because they got things done. They were go-getters. So Mars in the first is good. This is probably a pretty good time for you. I hope so. And maybe you're focusing on your body and yourself, which is great. You should. I think out of all the signs, you probably really are very much in your body. So good. Keep exercising. Keep focusing on your body and your health. And so we have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles. For your challenge, you have the Four of Wands, which is the finish line or the marriage. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Magician, the Hierophant, interesting, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is a good reading, Aries. So I think where you are is like, you're working every day, you're really trying, your intuition is supporting you, the High Priestess. What's on your mind is the Six of Pentacles. So like giving and receiving. What you have as your challenge is the Four of Wands. So it might be relationship stuff. It might be partnership stuff. It might be maybe you're stressed about the finish line, which sounds like an Aries to me. In your recent past, you have the Five of Pentacles. So, that's like feeling left out in the cold. But in the future, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So that's a new journey, slow moving, but happening. In your internal world, you have the Seven of Cups, the imagination card, having lots of options, being kind of spoiled for choice. You have the Magician as your in your environment, so that's good. That's your will, which you're probably exercising right now, given the astrology. And your hopes and fears, you have the Hierophant, which is social institutions. So you might be trying to, insert yourself into the social institutions, or maybe worried that you won't be able to fit. For your final outcome, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this will be profitable for you. In the end, you will get something in the material realm. So just follow your intuition, Aries. Okay, thank you for your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And moving right along to Taurus. Hello, Taurus. It's nice to see you. I'm a Taurus rising, so nice to be with my fellow Taurans. So we are in the 11th house and in Pisces, Taurus. Venus is our ruling sign. Venus is in Pisces. So, I think that we all kind of want to relax, take it easy, hang out with friends and community. And I think it's a great time to do that. And it's a good time to start a new art project or to do art. That might mean, though, it's Venus, right? So she is the goddess, but she can drink too much and things. That's just kind of coming to me from my guides, Taurus. Enjoy your friends, enjoy a community, but Pisces can be toxic. So don't, be careful of the toxic influences right now. So we have the Five of Swords, Temperance. It's interesting. King of Swords. For our challenge, we have the King of Pentacles. This can be tradition. And we have the Chariot in our recent past, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Hangman, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so I think that in our recent past, we started something. We have the Chariot, we're forward motion, things were really getting going. What we have supporting us is that alchemical heart, the Temperance card, the middle way, the middle path, like the Buddhists say. The beautiful thing about Buddhism and this card of the Temperance is that things don't have to be so black and white. Like, there is a middle path. And we don't have to be so extreme. And we can lower our expectations to be okay with the middle path and then find happiness that way, right? You understand what I mean? Like, if we expect to be, like, in the United States, we have the American dream of we're all going to be millionaires. And it's like, yeah, I mean, money's great. It's important. But if you are constantly expecting that you're going to be a millionaire, then you may not find happiness, because we can't all be millionaires. So maybe take our expectations down, Taurus. We have the Five of Swords. So I think we're sort of a little bit worried we're being left out, In our minds, we know what we want. We are the King of Swords. We are stable. We know exactly where we're going. That Chariot and the King of Swords. We've decided. I think that our challenge is the King of Pentacles. So that could be money. And it could be just tradition. Or the patriarchy, both. For our immediate future, we have the 10 of Wands. So that's a burden, but it's carrying a burden, but it's also sort of the end of a burden. I think that we've been kind of going through a lot, Taurus, with this. There's a lot of stuff happening with us with the Saturn-Uranus square and Uranus and Taurus. I think that that's coming to an end, which is what that card means too. In our internal world, we might be feeling a little bit stuck. In our environment, though, is the Queen of Cups. So that's keeping our eyes on the prize. And this is a very Queen of Cups ensemble that you're seeing. You know, she has her crown, her golden crown, her eyes on the cup, and there's water flowing all around her. It's abundant love. And that's in our environment. Feminine. And in our hopes and fears is the Hangman. I think maybe we're worried with this Chariot energy, like that's fast moving energy. We might be worried that like, oh, it's going to stop, if there's going to be some kind of delay or wait. But in the final outcome is the Ace of Swords. So that is like, I think that our decision, that what we decided with that King of Swords, has come from a divine place, hopefully. And that is our saving grace, you know, and it's singular. Like, just stay focused. You know what you want, Taurus. Stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize, and it'll be good. You keep going with your chariot. Okay, thanks, Taurus. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And next we have Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Thanks for watching. Let's see, what do we have for you, Gemini? Where is Mercury? Am I not seeing it? There's Neptune. Oh, there he is. Mercury in the 10th. So you might be sort of thinking about your career, thinking about your reputation. But it's probably a good time to communicate. So try to communicate, Gemini. You're a good communicator. You know, and let's see what the cards have to say regarding your career stuff. Okay, you got the Emperor, which is a great card. I like that card in that position. Gemini, you can be tricky because of your twin energy, so I'm just trying to be quiet to understand what's happening. So what you have supporting you is the Emperor. That's the divine masculine, that's stability. You have the Seven of Swords, Six of Swords. So you're leaving something that's done and finished, complete. What you have on your mind is charity. Either your charity for others or other people's charity for you. Your challenge is the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, I think given the astrology, there's something happening for you at work. Could be partnership, work or partnership. In your past, you have the Queen of Swords. So that's a very decisive feminine energy. You know, the Queen of Swords has been through a lot and she knows what she wants to do. She's open, but she's discriminating. In the immediate future, you have the Ten of Swords, so something is done, dead, over. In your internal world, you're, you know, imagining many things, many possibilities, a little bit being, you know, having lots of choices, imagining many choices. And your environment is Ten of Cups, so that's happiness, family, children. You have the Hermit card, for the hopes and fears. So maybe you're worried that like you're gonna have to be a hermit forever. Or like hermiting out right now, Gemini. But you know, he's gaining wisdom in his seclusion. And for your final outcome, you have the 10 of Wands. So that's a bit of defensiveness and feeling like you have to defend. But it is a card of victory. I mean, you do defend what it is that you're defending. Okay, Gemini, I hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, you know, use that Emperor energy to help you, to support you. It's a good energy to have. And it's very supportive, very stable. Okay, thanks, Gemini. So we have Cancers next. And the moon is in the 11th house in Pisces. So Cancer, you're probably feeling kind of spiritual, kind of dreamy, maybe wanting to like be in community, you know, but also maybe kind of on the edge, you know, on the edge of change. That's kind of what I've been getting for you, Cancer. See what the cards say. The Sun card. So that's the Being card. Great, Cancer. You deserve it. Yourself. The Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to decide something. Chariot. That's fast forward motion. So this is all you. You know who you are. It's fantastic. You're moving forward. Maybe there's a little bit of indecision there, trying to decide. Your challenge is the Four of Cups. So there's a lack of satisfaction, though. That's your challenge. You have the Strength here supporting you in the past. You have the King of Cups. So, you know, you're about to come into a place of like emotional stability. But your internal world, you have a little bit of heartbreak going on. But it is momentary, you know, the Three of Swords, it's heartbreak, it hurts. But it is a moment. It's not an epoch. In your environment, you have the Star, so that's a new beginning. You're in a new beginning in creating for your environment, which is good. I'm happy for you, Cancer. You've been dealing with a lot. In your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Wands. So that is like embarking on a new passionate journey. And I think that's what you want to do, but you might be a little bit afraid. You might be a little bit like, should I do it? Should I not do it? You should do it. You're in a new beginning. What else are you going to do in a new beginning? For your final outcome, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So that's intergenerational happiness. That's what I like to call that. You know, there's the castle, the kids, the animals. So whatever, this new journey that you're on, and it looks like a powerful one, is going to end in happiness. You have a lot of big things happening in your life right now, but they're positive. The Sun, the Chariot, the Strength, the Star. And then in the end, you have happiness. So, you know, don't worry about that dissatisfaction, Cancer. I mean, I think that satisfaction is sort of, it's one of those things in life. I mean, Buddhism was invented, a whole religion was invented based upon this idea of the mind not being able to be satisfied. In Cancer, you're a very loving sign. So come into your heart space. If you're not feeling satisfied, come out of the mind. You're ruled by the moon. So you're ruled by your feelings. Come into your feelings. You know, the best antidote for thinking and overthinking and being unsatisfied is coming into our heart space, coming into a love space. It's not a mental space, it's a feeling space. And if you want to be shamanic, go lower and come into your organs, your vital organs, and start to perceive and manifest the world from your central cavity. Not everything has to be in the mind. Okay, Cancer, I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. So we have Leo's next. Leo. The sun is in the 11th house, Leo, and it's in Pisces. All right, Leo, I'm going to get something for my throat. Hang on one second. Hello. Leo, you probably won't mind if I chew gum. Okay, Leo, the sun in Pisces in the 11th. It's a great time for dreaming. It's part of why I do this video. You might be feeling kind of dreamy. It's a great time to indulge in your spiritual practices and great time to indulge in your creativity. Relax. Leos, we like to party. Be aware of the toxicity. Pisces can, Neptune goes way out there in outer realms and can be a little bit of a drunken master. So watch your drinking. Yeah, but Leo, I feel like we're in a good place. We're starting new things. Let's see what the cards say. It's in the 11th house, so that's with other people. I think that working with other people has been really good for us. And collaborating, working in community. We've been having a lot of relationship stuff, Leo. Relationship turmoil. I know. So what we have supporting us is the Ace of Pentacles. So that's some financial and also earth support from the earth, support in terms of finances. Where we are is this sort of the king of our passion. We're in a place, a very stable, passionate place. We're in a good place in regards to our passions and what we're doing. And it looks like in regards to the arts, in regards to our passion, and in regards to money. What we have in our minds is sort of the harvest that hasn't really produced as much as we want, as much as we would have wanted. Yeah, I think that we are, we've been working and maybe we've produced a little bit, but maybe we haven't produced as much as we would have liked for what we thought we were going to have. Our challenge is the King of Pentacles. So I think our challenge is tradition. And it's also wanting to have all the money, Maybe we're being a little bit too ambitious with our money goals. In our recent past, we have 7 of Cups, so that's imagination, being spoiled for choice, thinking about doing many different things. In our immediate future, and I think this is in regards to our relationship stuff, I think that we're going to get a message coming to us, either love or an emotional message, which I think that hopefully will be good. What we have in our internal world is waiting. We're at peace, but we're sort of waiting. Our environment is temperance. So in our environment, there's something about alchemy, things changing on a heart level. Our hopes and fears is the Magician. So that's good. I think that the Magician is the will, and Leos are ruled by the will. So maybe we're worried that all the work that we're doing isn't going to like produce what we want, isn't going to produce our desires, what we want in this in tradition, in the world, and also financially. But I think that in our last card is the Eight of Pentacles. So that's just daily work, you know, discipline, work. If we keep working every day and are consistent and are disciplined, I think that we're going to get what we desire. Okay, Leo. I think that was a pretty good reading. I know, it's tough. I feel it. So up next is Virgo. Virgo. Yeah, so yeah, Virgo, I think that you're thinking about your career and things with work. Mercury in the 10th, thinking about work. See what the cards say. A lot of people thinking about work these days. So Eight of Cups, you're leaving. You're thinking about leaving a situation, or you are leaving. What you have supporting you is charity. What's on your mind is a new beginning. Your challenge is the collective, something in community, the collective. It could be it could be a love triangle. In your recent past, you really felt like you had to defend your position. You have the Two of Cups. So we have the Lovers or twin energy, or you finding your soul energy. Your internal world is the Knight of Cups. So that's, you know, I think that you are wanting to express something emotionally to someone else. You have the Ace of Pentacles in your environment. So maybe financial support, something coming in your environment financially. Maybe you're getting some support financially in your environment, some boost. And your hopes and fears is the end of something, 10 of Swords. In your final outcome, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So you're going to embark on this new journey, but it will be a slow one. I think lots of Virgos are having some relationship stuff, and you know, maybe finances are connected to that. That's what I've been getting in terms of my guides. You know, Virgo. Good luck. Okay, next is Libra. Libra, so you are in the sign of Pisces, in the 11th house. So it's probably a good time for community for you, relaxation, doing art, hanging out with friends, connecting to community, and also a great time for dreaming. Libra. Let's see what the cards say. Three of Wands. Yeah, I think that you are leaving some way. I think you're leaving a certain way of being, and your intuition is telling you to do that. And what's on your mind is the Five of Cups. So that could be drinking. You know, be careful of excess drinking with Venus in Pisces. You know, don't drink too much right now. Enjoy your community, but don't drink too much. But it's also like, Libra, you have things that fulfill you emotionally, but you're looking at the things that aren't there. Try to turn your back and see what's there. You know, there's a lot of backs in this reading so far. Your challenge is the Hangman. So your challenge is stagnation, feeling like you're waiting for something. You were feeling in the recent past unsatisfied with the Four of Cups. In your immediate future, you have the Magician, so you're really going to be like changing things, which is great. And you have the Eight of Pentacles for your internal world. So just day to day, putting, putting your work in every day. In the environment, you have the lovers. So the lovers are twin energy, your soul energy. Your hopes and fears is the Three of Pentacles. So I think you're thinking about work or love and partnership. And for the final alchemy of the Chariot. So that's forward motion. I think whatever it is that you feel that you're waiting for, things will change. And, work will happen. There's a lot of things in here with work and leaving and not feeling satisfied and using your will. In the end, it will happen. You will impose your will and follow your intuition, and things will work out for you. But you have a lot of nice cards, a lot of nice things happening. Forward motion, the lovers, your intuition, the will. It's all good cards. Okay. Good luck, Libra. I hope that this helps, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And moving right along, oops, we will go to Scorpio. Yay, Scorpio. My moon is in Scorpio. So, hang on, Scorpio. I lost a card. Magician card. So, what's happening for you, Scorpio? Oh yeah, you're in the first house, so you're probably thinking about yourself, thinking about your body. Yeah. Pluto is in the ninth, so I think that there's maybe a lot of deep transformation happening for you, on a very deep soul karmic level, and that can be difficult, certainly emotionally, because we have to sort of reframe our patterns, and that's tough. All right, Scorpio. Temperance card. Oh, we're all getting that card, aren't we? Five of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. The Death card. The King of Wands. King of Swords. The Six of Swords. Devil. Queen of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords. Well, there's a lot of swords here. So, Scorpio, I would recommend to get out of your headspace a little bit and come more into your body. It looks like the challenge is this death. So something ending is your challenge. But I think that it might have to do with your environment, with that Devil card there. And if so, it's good that it's ending. And just try to embrace that. I mean, we're Scorpios. My moon is in Scorpio. It's like death is an old friend. What we have supporting us is this Five of Wands. So defending ourselves, but also victory. I think, what's on our mind, I think maybe we're sort of feeling sorry for ourselves a little bit with that Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, maybe because of this Death card. But we are in a very magical place, a place of temperance, a place of heart alchemy, a place of the middle path. So don't forget your power, Scorpio, of where you are, the place of temperance. What you have in your recent past is the King of Wands. So that's passion and being the master of our passions. And what we have in our immediate future is the King of Swords. Lots of kings, that is like, we've decided, we know what we want to do, and we're going forward. And our internal world is the Six of Swords. So we're leaving something, but it's done, it's complete, and it's appropriate that we're leaving. In our environment, we have the Devil card. So there might be something toxic with this, and it's a death. Maybe there was something toxic in our environment, and we had to move on, we had to leave. But it is Pisces time, so, be careful of toxic relationships, toxic situations. The Queen of Pentacles is our hopes and fears. So that is abundance, you know, also support from the earth, that kind of stable earth energy. In our final outcome, we have the Two of Swords. So trying to make a decision. I think that there's going to be some change in movement here with this Devil and the Death card. And we're going to probably have to make a decision, and we're not really going to know what to do. Let's pick one card to help. Seven of Cups, good happiness. Follow that childlike happiness. Let me pick another card for you. The Lovers. Yeah, follow your joy, Scorpio. Follow what makes you happy. Try not to get into the mind space. That's what I want to tell you. Don't get too much into the mind space. You know, Two of Swords, trying to make a decision. That's like, we're in our minds, we're thinking, and we can't decide because we're thinking too much. Don't think too much. You know, stay in a place of love and abundance, you know, with that Pentacles, all those Pentacles. And, you know, maybe you don't have to make a decision. Maybe it will just occur to you. So good luck, Scorpio. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And finally, Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Love the Sagittarius. I have a client who's a Sagittarius. We just did this really good healing breath work on her for her lucid dreaming. Okay, Sag. Jupiter in the 10th. Yeah, I think maybe you're thinking about your career. You're thinking a lot about work stuff. And it's, we just had this square. I was telling my client, like, we just had this square with Uranus and Saturn. And so there was chaos, there were obstacles, but we are coming out of it until June. Let's see, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the World, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Fool, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, so I think you're in a place of like, giving and receiving of charity. You do have financial support. You have financial stability. But there is an ending on your mind with the World card. Your challenge is feeling stuck, that Eight of Swords. In your recent past, you have personal happiness, happiness by yourself. With the Queen of Swords, in your everything that's coming to you is like, you've decided, you know what you're going to do, and you're striking through. In your internal world, you're defending your territory, that Two of Wands. You're in your environment, you have the Fool. So you're starting on a new journey. Good for you, Sag. I think you've been thinking about it for a long time. In your hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Cups. So I think that you're thinking about making an offer of love or making some emotional offer, message, sending a message. Or maybe you're wanting to receive a message of love or of the emotions. But for the final outcome, you have the Ace of Swords. So that's whatever you're deciding, whatever it is that you've decided, you're beginning to discriminate, comes from the divine. And, just stick with that decision. And I think it'll be great. Oh, it was a good reading. stay with that full energy, you know, embark on this new journey and have courage and faith that it will work out for you. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and I will see you next time. I'll see you next week. I'll do longer readings. Okay, sending much love from Mexico. Bye. Bye.